in the game. A brother to lead. The blood of the creed. The sting of the animus, they bring out the man in us. I'm the king of the kill, it's unanimous. I'm slitting your throat, red matches your coat. The brave and the free, they were banned with us. From Manway to Boston, it's a beautiful world to be lost in. The snow of the frontier, we go to hunt here. Now the future is unclear. Fathers of freedom are found in the future. They fight in the face of the flames. So ready, obey, and don't just stop praying. Yet my tomahawk has a land to reclaim. A brother to lead. The blood of the creed. A brother to lead. The blood of the creed. Musket, guns, and silver slivers. Justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth with follow. Bleed these veins into tomorrow. Musket, guns, and silver slivers. Justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth with follow. Bleed these veins into tomorrow.
Good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. So we've got another PA request here. So we'll have a quick look at what our DOM looks like. Installed. This is probably the Red UI stuff, which I think I had disabled. This is going to be in-game. Sandbox biome. I guess we can go ahead and be a player just to be sure. Oh, I actually have to check in-game options bar. Which one is the options bar? Well, it'll probably show up as a panel called options bar.
Choose start point.
I just have to figure out what UI element that is.
Initiating commander launch sequence.
Oh, toggle POV camera. Okay, and there is indeed the blue icon. And my window's too small. Okay, so by default it works. It just won't change. Okay. That is indeed an image. Alright, so if we're going to play around with stuff, it's actually useful to be able to go into... Oh, is this in shared code? New game. No. Well... Okay, so it should be client only. Live game, options bar, I presume. CSS. Pip on, pip off. Game menu. POV. Image with source. So does the selector work? Well, that would seem to be the first problem. In-game options bar, POV. I can't see both at once. Jeez. Really?
Wasting metal. Expand your production.
Go away. Can I not copy? Got it. Alright, so let's see if that does it. Yep. So this is all... Is it Shift Enter or Control Enter? Well, I actually should have that. No, that did that. Did I? Oh, because it reloaded. Okay. Press a different button because that's different text. Alright, so that turned out to be relatively straightforward. I thought it might be something tricky. Oh, no, wait, I need to change some settings back. Settings. Community mods. I mean, I'd figure it out when we uninstalled them, but... Oh, right, because it brought in a bunch of dependencies. Clean up. Dev mods. Oh, right. That's back, not up. Oh, that's up. Okay. Oops. Server mods. Let's see. So I wanted to look a little bit at the sometimes getting an extra E in here. So an hour on life. CD game source. If I end up doing anything with this, I'm going to want to be on the right patch. Did that do anything? Okay, that'll give us this first assist. And then so this is so say capture is our big thing. Key down gap, say capture. So what I saw show up on occasion was the E. Oh! I'm capturing it even if it's focused. There might be a timing issue there. Oh, no, because it's going to hit this case and break regardless of... Hmm. And then if I didn't do it this way, I'd have to say, well, would one of those other things have captured it? They've got a lot of conditions on them. Or I pull this out as a function in some form. So we're either going to set this to blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to reset that. That's our state variable. Oh, we set this regardless of whether you activated. But if you press the key at any point when it wouldn't have... Oh, I don't... The only place we reset it when our time expires is here. So if it was any key, not necessarily one that we captured. But if we had captured a key at any point... So the weird thing is that I don't think... Oh, this is going to be any E. No, because then safe field will be focused. But we'll still capture it. No, because once the safe field is in focus... no, we go through here when safe field is focused. Just that it's also capturing the text. This also happens during all that, but the safe field's focused, so it's fine. But that means it's typing an E somewhere in the text. So not doing the is focused would be better in that it wouldn't capture anything that you did while the text field was up. But it's still going through these cases, even if, say, saving speech isn't enabled. Maybe what I need to do is have some sort of flag for, like, special function activated, and then not have the regular activation actually on the switch statement. Because you want, because like on a one button environment, E is your right click effectively. So you need to be able to do that all the time. Ooh, and you wouldn't want an EE to open the save box, but that would be a thing that would happen frequently. Well, it's only setting 0 when it captures. So we don't want one that did something this time. And so our most common case is this. This is only safe field focused. Z is shift. For Steam, which uses shift tab elsewhere. That's only tracking a key down flag, but it's still going to eat the character in the switch statement. And if it's only being used for that, then we want to go ahead and do that. It might be sufficient to just reset. Where else would we reset key down gap? If we only reset the gap on keys we care about, or that keys that definitely captured it, let's take a quick look at the patch. Did I put a break? I did put a blank line there. And say capture that reset save capture. You know what? Well, I can't test this if I don't know what the actual situation is. So I now have a theory about how this happened. Actually, we should be able to do this. Oh, it's home in here. And then game source. Make and copy one life to build Windows one life. Oh no, I should have still that linked here. And I don't remember I left the server running. And I'm not doing with naming stuff. I should be able to turn on auto login as well. Yeah, there might still be a boar running around here. So, if we've done an E at any time, I thought I only typed I there. No, I did type IE. I was thinking of it. Or even if I had done hi there. Nope, I just bumped O there. Oh, there we go. Because I'm still in the habit of doing enter. That gave us a key down gap. And I guess the safe field still wasn't focused then? Anyway, we've got a reproduction. No, one to set. You know what? I need to just do that. Well, I got it to work once. Oh, once? Yeah, that's when it's supposed to work. Was I? Am I just bumping keys? Oh, wait, well, this is supposed to be fixed. Oh, well, that was E. There's some E's. But we can still do east and south. Wait, E doesn't. That still has case, right? I mean, I know that feature's off. Oh, capital S. Okay. Okay. So I think that fixes you. Get diff. Now what? Do I have any other little things I want to do? A lot of very different things. These are all really big projects. Hint precursors is a lot of very gnarly problems. I don't think I was doing a very good job of describing the whys. This is new thing in hand. I think this is because it was a precursor. And milkweed sprout was there. Oh, maybe we can do something with the names. So right now we're only doing living players. So we've got several helpers that go through there. Go through game objects. Is it grave info? Mgrave info. Game objects are local data here. Delete all, clear location speech. Is this a destructor? Yes. GI world pause. This only seems to be using it. Grave person relation name. Oh, Grave is actually recording. Grave is recording that. Grave move. We don't really care that it moved. Delete all. Is the destructor again? Make active. This is probably the born died reset. Fortunately, these get used a lot. Clear live objects. Which is part of the destructor and part of make active. So I'm thinking it might be easier to keep a separate list of names that we add to every time we get a name update or a grave person update. Well, no, actually, it's not necessarily a grave person. Because graves will only be for people we should have already had names for. The issue is that live objects get cleared when they're dead. And I don't want to iterate over both names and live people because I have no... It would become awkward to iterate through two lists, essentially. We can next into the other list. Is that awkward? Yes, we can find the name matching. Yeah, we return an index into there. Trailing name match. Cur name index. Her name index. Yeah, so we've only got an index into the player array right now. We'd have to either have two variables to say which list it is, or do some sort of numeric encoding and decoding, which gets awkward. So it starts to make keeping our own name list look reasonable. New object name. That's to delete. I know, sprintf. Grave person. This is individual player delete, which is where we're running into trouble. This is probably a name update. There is no renaming, but okay. An existing name equals string duplicate. First space. This might have to do with how things work in his algorithm. This is all my code. And I think that's a wrap. So did I have any other state for this? So right now, this is down around the darn near bottom of the file. So probably some of the other stuff we need to touch is going to have to be up here somewhere. This is going to have a lifetime similar to game objects. Recent inserted game object. Get game object. All right, you were fine. Right, because game objects could be stated completely in that area. So they could be up there. It is sort of an odd breakdown. Live object, get game object. Well, yeah, we can have sort of near here. So we've got simple vector. You still define game object, don't you? No. Live object bank? Live object set? Get our live object. I looked at you. Okay, name is just a char pointer. And then anywhere we're resetting live objects, we also need to reset names. What's pending receive messages? Well, that's a live object. Simple vector deallocate string elements. Well, that makes things easier. Uh, delete element. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, so that's the only place we reset those. I mean, I guess that doesn't let you deal with it in the next life if somebody killed you. But you could look that up. Well, no, you couldn't look up who killed you until they died. But oh well, in the lineage browser. Delete element. It was exactly the problem we had. There's one place where we said remove the name. Yeah, existing name equals known names. It's like push back. Well, simple vector has to be a minor gem, right? No, actually, I don't need you. I need an editor. Simple vector.h. Assignment. Add the end of the vector. Add array of elements. I'm just wondering if he had as a special thing for deleting strings. No bounds checking. Directly. Storing pointers anyway. I might have to do something. Pointer to element at index. But it's a string. I need to look at what he does with the pending messages, because that is also string pointers. Actually, seeing how he uses that in general. No, I want to delete string. Deallocate pending received messages. Size, yes. Get element direct. And it's pushing it back. Size, get element direct. Push back, string duplicate. Alright, so now in all my name completion stuff, we don't want game objects. Oh, because name completion is not C. Now, we did have some variables here, but these are only used locally. That does kind of want, if we want to move all the variables together. This is known names. Fade erased characters. Trailing name match. So all of these Oh, actually, it's all the name references, I guess. Direct. Okay, I think we got everything converted. And now I am gonna have to, ooh. I don't have a good way to test dead players. Well, I guess I could turn the hunger rate back up. That's a little bit of work. Or I could get 1 life plus. And then I need to turn off auto login. Well, for the moment, it'll be duplicate, so it'll be fine. And I'll just refuse. I guess I gotta test it with only one player if we're even able to do anything. Okay, that much still works. Okay, I don't have a... Wow, that's actually not anywhere useful. Maybe it's 1 life plus? Releases 193. Now what I may have to do... Shift delete. Hmm... So, yeah. It might go ahead and try to load the names. What? What? Yeah, he doesn't fill in the version stuff. Why? Maybe because it's a server update? I don't think there's been an update recently. Admittedly, I've only been... 11 days ago. Oh, no, I wanted to look at the releases. That should be about as old as mine. What number are you looking at? Data version number? Uh, 194. Properties. Yeah, that's the base executable. Did I possibly grab an old... No, 193. It's the current version. I didn't have an old uncompressed folder. What version checks are you doing then? Uh... This might not be Living Life, but it's probably going to be Game Source. Uh... Playback file. Playback file. Client server. Okay, what's the exact message? That's the main game. I went over to here. I could rebuild the game folder. Download the latest version. Okay. It's case sensitive. Client version number, expected version number. Client version number is oh. Interesting. Update expected. Oh. Binary.txt. $193. Wait, scanf v? There's no v here. Is there something in the actual game as built that does that differently? Oh, that's fascinating. Maybe the auto update process writes that differently? Okay. Uh, too many windows. All right. So now Eve Two Balls is dead. And we've still got the name. All that for a death confirmation. That's an interesting twist. I wonder why that is. Oh. Because the build process takes a version number and I've just been doing 193. It expects V193 and then sticks that into the binary file. Okay. Today we learned. Actually, while I'm thinking of this, auto update mod client, which actually might have been the code I was just looking at. STG series. STG refresh. This is gonna. I'd like to see Big Server 1 stabilize, do more playing, and then I may have to just kind of toggle things on and off as if I see it or don't. If I continue to see it, and see if the patch appears to be affecting that stuttering. We can do a little bit of investigation. Well, actually, I can look into the base games update mechanism. Although that might be a minor gems thing. Well, no, actually... Was it Living Life page that had the game version? No. Oh, so you don't even have expected version number. Update data version number. Custom data format right string. Use Steam update. Auto update URL. Start update. Auto update page. In view center, in view size. Relaunch game. Get update progress. Minor gems game. Diff bundle client. Is it just get update progress? Oh, step update. So a bunch of minor gem stuff. Diff bundle client. Update platform supported. Start update. In update URL. Old version number. So that's going to potentially be everything. Inside of working Git checkout. Binary flag file. Is update available? Dump raw data to file. So it looks like the binary is just another file. I think Ops had made some changes to minor gems. Manually from main app, XC. So I'd have to do a lot of investigation to see how that worked. So the problem with trying to make a self-update work is that we'd have to end up doing like 2 updates. Alright, oh, and you don't like dark scheme. I think it's actually going to be different files. But this might give me the right path. I think it's going to be more like game. Is doing the version checking stuff. That's field of view again. Oh, get app name. Expected version number. Expected version number. GUI effective scale. Version of mod is outdated. Okay, no, I don't think he got an actual auto update. The version checking could be nice, though. Now I'm curious where get app name is used. It's not. Unless it's in minor gems somewhere. Okay. Preferences. Appname.app. First startup error. Oh, relaunch game. Okay. So if we do an auto update, well, that would make it work better for data updates, but you would end up in an update loop if it was a program update and couldn't update the actual program version, which is why he added the expected version checking. Hmm. Well, that is a bigger problem that I want to dig into right now. I do want to get onto Step Mania as well. So I think that's something. I think I already put this in notes. Yeah, auto update mod client. We can do at least as good as 1 Life Plus here. But I don't think changing the app name would be good unless I also have the version disparity checking. It's interesting that Thermal Sim has its own name. Demo code server. This must be some sort of like app for evaluating the thermo sensor. Oh, hey, blue. Yeah, or thermal sim. Could be interesting to play around with. Anyway, that's it for code for now. I'm going to be back in a few minutes to play Stepmania. If you want to hang out for that, great. If you don't, great. I know it's something completely different. But I'm going to have to break stream to change some settings, and then I'll need a few more minutes to set up. But yeah, I will actually be back in a few minutes. Oh, there we go. So meanwhile, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the hosts. As I said, I will be back in... I'll be back briefly to actually play Stepmania if anybody wants to hang around. Until then, bye.